everyone, so welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Aditya, and in this particular video what we're going to do is we are going to work upon survey data. So whenever you will ask the question like how likely you will recommend my channel to others, or how likely you will recommend any to others, like suppose if you like Money Heist, or like suppose a TV series you Netflix friends, so if you want to recommend that series to your friends, so how likely that answer has to be occur, right? So that answer may vary from like strongly disagree to strongly agree, right? And there might be some neutral responses from some of the participant, like if you take a survey, right? So whenever we are analyzing a survey data, so what happened is, so this is just a draft I have done here is, so you can see like there are variety of questions, like question 1 to question 5, like the different questions are asked to different peoples, and different peoples have responded in the form of strongly disagree to strongly agree, and some this tick represent like how many respondents are there. So suppose if you want to analyze these kind of data, and if you want to represent in a particular kind of chart, so that might be tricky, right? Like what kind of chart we should use in this particular case, like how we can show the audience like if our survey results are having greater impact or not. So for this particular type of scenario, what we do is we use Likert chart. Let me just give you a brief overview how we can interpret Likert chart. So basically Likert chart is nothing, just a diverging bar chart. So in the diverging bar chart, what it does is, like on the right hand side it shows the positive responses, and on the left hand side it shows the all the negative responses that have been recorded in the survey, and in the between it shows the neutral responses. So you can see a reference line that is highlighted by the dark black color. So on the right hand side you can see there are some neutral responses that are split in right hand side and left hand side, and then on the right hand side we have like satisfied users, like who are satisfied with the particular service, and highly satisfied users, and on the left hand side there are dissatisfied and very dissatisfied users. So the ones which are on the right hand side, like that are satisfied and highly satisfied, that are known as promoters. So promoters means like that are the positive feedback that we have done, so that are promoting our services. And on the left hand side these are the detractors, which are like not good in our particular industry. Like suppose if this is the case of airline industry, so these are the detractors according to which like our services are we need to improve on our particular services. So on the black circle you can see some percentage written. So what does this percentage mean is, so this percentage is known as like the NPS. So NPS is the net promoter score. So that shows us the value, like how many people who are promoting a product minus how many people are not promoting a product. The percentage of that is known as the NPS value. So I hope you are clear with the basic formulas and all. So these are some of the questions like which Likert scale can answer. So suppose if the user are asking how satisfied are you with the quality of a customer service, or how likely you were to recommend a product or service to a friend, or how comfortable are you with safety measure being taken in the workplace during COVID-19 pandemic. So these all questions like are having the range from strongly disagree to strongly agree, right? Let's get started and gets our hands dirty on data. So in this particular case what we're going to do is we are going to work upon like the airline passenger satisfaction survey that has been taken. So let me just brief you about the data dictionary data that is being used in this particular data set. So what does data dictionary means is, so if you're new to data analysis and if you don't know about data dictionary, so let me just give you a brief overview. So data dictionary represent the data that is been given to you, and what does that data represent. So in this particular data, like these are the particular columns that are present in the particular data set, and what does that represent is given in the description. So these are the fields and these are the descriptions. So you can see from ID to arrival delay, you can see the basic information of passenger is given, like what is the passenger, what is the age of the passenger, what type of airline customer they have, what type of airline customer they are, like if they are first time or returning, or what is the purpose of the visit. And from like question number satisfaction survey, like these are the questions that are being asked to the particular passengers, and the answers are varying from 1 to 5, so 1 being the lowest and the 5 being the highest, and 0 means like the questions is not applicable for the particular flight. Okay, and the satisfaction score is given by like satisfied, neutral, or unsatisfied to the particular user. So now as we are familiar with the data, so now let us just look in the data pane. So let's move on the right hand side. So you can see from departure and arrival the questions are starting the ratings one, right? So what we can do is we can just select that and shift click on your system and shift till the baggage handling and just pivot it. So what it will do is like it will make easy for us to analyze the data, right? So what we can do is we can just name the pivot name as questions, Q capital, and the pivot field value we can give it as the ratings, right? So now let us move on to sheet 1. So in Tableau, what it has done is like it has considered rating as a measure field, but we don't